Welcome back for another video with the Cash Flow Apprentice. My name is Jaleesa, and today we're covering Tax and Legal Day 1. Now this is a two-part training that we're going to be covering, about 16 hours worth of material, and I can't wait to get started. Now before we jump in, I'd love to be able to recap some of the other study group classes that we've covered so far. That way you can appreciate where we're going today. Alright, so thus far we've already covered 3 different classes. That includes Real Estate Essentials, Real Estate Marketing, and Credit Management. The first 2 classes were taught by Hugh Zaretsky, where we went over what is the foundation of a real estate business. And so we laid out the framework of understanding that. We further analyzed how the market plays a factor in our business, in our numbers, in our profits, and then furthermore drilled down into how to find leads, how to analyze deals, how to make offers, and how to take action to create some serious income in your business. Then we went over to the second class, Real Estate Marketing. This was all about how to get people finding you, how to let people know that you're in business, let them know what kind of products, what kind of services you offer, and why they would want to do business with you. We furthermore went into more detail in understanding some different mediums that we can market through. What are some advertising venues, or what are some different platforms we can leverage to get our message out there. And so as we're going through the marketing class, we were able to expand now on our marketing plan that we're putting together. The third class that we covered was Credit Management. This was a class that was brought to us by Eric Counts. Now, Eric Counts helps us understand how to maintain control of our credit, or what I refer to as our financial reputation. And so he goes over and helping us understand what is a credit report, what is a credit score, right? What are some different scoring models that I may run into? And then also, what are the 5 key factors we need to analyze when we're making decisions that involve our credit? And so when we're looking at the 3 C's, cash or cash flow, credit, and collateral, credit is a second part of a funding source that we can utilize to fund anything that we're looking to do in business. And so now that we're caught up, let's go ahead and steamroll right into Tax and Legal Day 1 and get started. All right, so now week 7 and week 8 are now complete of our study groups. So this couple weeks we went over Tax and Legal Day 1. This is a class that was designed by Mark Kohler and instructed by him as well. Mark Kohler comes to us as a CPA, as an attorney, as a radio and podcast host, as a YouTube sensation star, right? The list kind of goes on from there. But what I love about Mark is that he takes topics like tax and legal and makes them digestible, desirable, and interesting to learn about. One of his specialties is actually working with entrepreneurs and business owners. Now, we're diving into the learning objectives that he provided for Tax and Legal Day 1. Number 1 is small business basics and write-offs. Number 2 is learn about entity options that we have. Number 3 will be understanding rental real estate and advanced sales of property, leveraging tax strategies. The 4th is asset protection from business operations and also for our assets. And so the study strategy that I chose for this particular class was, again, filling in the blank. This is a class that provides you a lot of information via PowerPoint, workbook slides, and examples, but he also gives a ton of value right there on camera verbally that is not written into the PowerPoint, because he gives the audience an opportunity to open up and ask him questions about unique situations that you may run into. And he gives a lot of information and value of helping you understand how to navigate it through. So if I had to summarize Tax and Legal Day 1 into a few sentences, I would have to say that Tax and Legal Day 1 is all about the blueprint that creates the framework of the successful clients that leverage tax and legal strategies successfully. He goes on and starts the class off by saying, there's 2 things that all of my successful clients have in common. It wasn't sexual orientation, it wasn't race, it wasn't gender, right? He said the 2 things that they have in common is that they have real estate holdings and that they have businesses, right? And so throughout the next 8 hours, he's helping us create the framework of his successful clients by leveraging tax and legal strategies. And so throughout the class, he's walking us through different techniques, different systems, different processes, different plans of actions that we want to take advantage of to create the framework of his successful clients that leverage business and real estate holdings. Study group mastermind takeaways. Now, as you all know, this is my favorite day of the week because I get to hang out with an entire community of real estate investors where we get together and mastermind about different concepts. And so the 3 topics that we pulled out of this particular class was the 8 steps to starting a new business, how to track write-offs, or how do we keep the money that we earn. And then the last one was best practices when investing with others, okay? Number 1, 8 steps to starting a business. What I love about the information that he shared was that it wasn't so foundational that the person who's been in business 20, 30 plus years could not take away something from the class. And also it wasn't so high level that the person who just got a business idea yesterday, they couldn't comprehend. And so these 8 different areas that he pointed out is that he's saying, look at this, make sure you have some kind of plan in place, some kind of processes that you can put into practice here. That way you can take care of each area on this list, okay? And so within our study group, we have a mix of people that are just getting started in business, and then we have people that have been in business for several years now, right? And so we're able to now share and give some of our best practices for each of those 8 steps. And then for those who haven't yet touched on that subject, we can now be able to figure out what are some different plans of action that we can put together to take care of that action step. The second topic that we covered was tracking write-offs. Now, this is a topic that gets us very excited because it shows us how to keep the income that we already earn. I tell people all the time that it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you're able to keep at the end of the day. And how the wealthy do that is through write-offs, okay? And so as a W-2 wage earner, you have up to about 15 or so write-offs that you can take advantage of. And within our tax and legal classes, we learned that there's well over 200 opportunities you can take advantage of as a business owner. And so how to track those write-offs, what are some different apps that we can utilize, what are some different systems that we can leverage to make sure that we're able to maximize our tax benefits at the end of the year. What are some different rules that we need to pay attention to as we're going through so we understand how to leverage this item, right? And so it really helped us really organize the information that we're taking into our business and now being able to put processes and systems in place or better direct assistants that you may work with to be able to carry out those tasks for you. Number 3, best practices when investing with others. This is a topic that really got the room going because we opened it up and had individuals share stories about investing with others, good and bad stories. And so we learned what were some things that they had in place or some things that really helped make that transaction go smoothly. And then from the deals that didn't go so well, what were some different things that put in place that protected them and or that they wish were in place that could have made that transaction that more successful or helped them along the way. And so that way we can make sure that we're creating a real estate culture, a real estate community where we're sharing resources, where we're helping each other out, and we're operating to the fullest extent of the law and making sure that we're protecting ourselves, our business, and our assets. Now it's time for the Epiphany Symphony. So after taking this entire 8-hour course, what golden nuggets did I pull out? Well, the first one would have to be paying your family through your business. Now, let's stop and think about it for a minute. If you have kids, you're paying out school fees, you're paying out money for entertainment, trips to the mall, different extracurricular activities, right? You're paying for clothes, you know, the list kind of goes on there, right? Well, Mark helps us understand how we can now route some of those expenses into a write-off. Now, what I love about it is that it's structured by having your children work in your business and start doing some of the business activities to help you be more efficient. And so Mark shares a story about his daughter helping to shred paper, right? 6, 7 years old, right? Her job is the official paper shredder. And these are different techniques and different jobs that you can assign in your business to your children now. He has another child that he has. He's his video marketer, right? So he does a lot of videos for him, editing and things of that nature. And so what are some different tasks that you can now assign to your kids to be able to have them work in your business and earn the money that you've been paying them? And this has to do with business, okay? Not the typical chores, right? But these are different techniques, or these are different tasks that you can assign in your business that your family can participate in. So what he helped us understand is how to pay kids that are under 18, how to pay kids that are over 18. Possibly these kids may be nieces, nephews, grandkids, right? The list kind of goes on. So how are you able to still get a write-off with these different family structures that you may be building in your business? And so it's a huge benefit, because now that we understand the entire blueprint that he laid out for us, these are just more cherries on top, as I call it, now that you can be able to convert some of those personal expenses over to business expenses. The second takeaway that I had was the 4 ways that you can get paid through rental real estate. Mark shared with us in the beginning for rental real estate that rentals actually lose money on paper. Right? I'm not getting into real estate to lose money. Someone had that thought. Come on, was it you? It works in your favor because it lowers your overall adjusted gross income, which can put you into a lower tax bracket. Okay, so he shares with us how appreciation, how mortgage reduction, how tax deductions and cash flow can create profit streams within your rental property. And Mark does a great job in outlining that perfectly. And it is a wrap. This is my wealth real estate action plan. So now that I've taken this 8-hour course, how am I going to put it into use? How am I going to now take action, right? And so the first thing that I wanted to put in play was putting together a board of advisors. Mark talks about having a board of advisors to help guide you through the challenges of your business, right? So these may be advisors that you check in on a consistent basis with, that you're just kind of sharing what your business thoughts are, putting your goals out there. Maybe they can help you tailor them back if they're too ambitious, or also how to take your goals to the next level if you're shooting too low. These advisors can tell you about some different ways that you can fast track your learning curve, right? There's a variety of different bonuses in working with advisors or coaches or mentors, but these are individuals that are invested into your business success. These are individuals who have an interest in seeing you succeed and helping your business grow. The second thing that I wanted to put in place was expanding my strategic and marketing plans to include real estate holdings. I think it's a fantastic way to take advantage of tax benefits, be able to create equity at a faster rate, leveraging some of the mortgage reduction techniques that we use. It's a great way to get consistent cash flow coming in, and then also you get the benefit, or the bonus rather, of experiencing appreciation as well. And so it gives you a lot of different opportunities to take advantage of in real estate, and definitely something I wanted to build into my business long term. So it's a wrap. Thank you all for tuning in with me. As always, I want to invite you to like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you need to do to stay plugged in. You can visit my website and check out some more details on some upcoming events and some other videos that I have available. But I'll see you right here for the next video. Stay tuned.